Chicago. And I tell you, we are back again on a marvelous Monday. A marvelous one, okay? Are you all cold out there today here in Chicago? Because it is cold as H-E double hockey sticks. Now, I know you say that hell isn't cold, but hell is on earth and not in the ground. Yeah! I mean, here in Chicago, it's like 10 below zero. That's includes with the wind chill and everything. So if you know somebody that is outside that's homeless, make sure that you give them a hat, give them a scarf. You might want to give them some boots and some gloves, okay? Because a lot of shelters are closing, especially for those immigrants whom we will get to in a hot second, okay? But needless to say, all across America, Midwest, going to the east, weathers are chilly. Even in Texas, it is cold in Texas. Something's wrong with that. I'm just saying. But by the way, I want to say happy Martin Luther King's Day, okay? Now, for most of us, we know that his birthday is January 15th. However, they decided to celebrate his birthday on the inauguration day of Donald Trump, your president. Okay. Now, you have a lot of people like the children of King who is actually somewhat upset about how they use this day as a holiday for King, but inaugurating this president when this president don't like people who don't look like him. People who's not in his golf club, not in his country club. People who are not rich. So it don't matter if you're black or white, you're poor. You understand what I'm saying? But however, we do speak about some black people here. But the man had won the popular vote for most of the country, even though a lot of the states in the country, some of them are very racist. But before we get to this inauguration, and since I mentioned racism, I want to give you a breakdown, not a breakdown, but just a quick rundown on a couple of states that's in the U.S. that is ranked from 9 down to 1 that is most racist. Number 9 would be Arkansas. Arkansas, yeah, we know that's a racist state. North Carolina is number 8. South Carolina is number 7. Alabama is number 6. Maryland is number 5. Delaware is number 4. Georgia is number 3. The state of Louisiana is number 2. And the number 1 racist state in America is Mississippi. That's not according to me. That's according to the reports. Just, do your research like I've been doing over these last couple of days. I've been giving myself a break from Wild UTUBE for my mental sake, okay? Don't let the elevator break you down, you dig? That's what Prince said. But anyway, back to Trump and his inauguration. Because many people say that he's a racist president. What do you think? Do you think that Trump is a racist president? I mean, think about what he did when he wasn't president, when those 5 young men in Central Park was accused of raping that white girl. He ordered pages in the New York Times. One of them dead. They should die by death, even though they were not the culprits of victimizing this white woman. In fact about it, after the medical examination, they found that the only sperm that was in the white lady of Central Park who went jogging at 12 o'clock at midnight in Central Park, yeah, the only semen that they found in her was of her boyfriend. I'm just saying. But he called for the black man's death. I'm just saying. All 5 of them young teenagers got off. They sued, got a little money, but no apology from Donald Trump, your president. No apology from the press. New York Times, LA Times, Chicago Tribune, Chicago Sun-Times. Despite that it didn't happen in these cities except the city of New York, but no one gave an apology to these young black men whom Donald Trump ordered their death just on the word of the white girl. That's sad, but that's true. Do you think your president is racist? Do you think that your president would do more for these 9 states that I mentioned to you that are the most non-racist country in America? Do you want them to? Do you want me to repeat them for you? Arkansas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Maryland, Delaware, yes, Delaware, Georgia, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Even in today's Trump inauguration, we noticed that those flags did not fly half staff today. Oh, not there in Washington, D.C. they did. Oh, no. They were flown to the top. Where's the respect for Jimmy Carter? Where's the respect for Jimmy Carter? I say Trump gave him none. But he has been elected as your 47th president of this country. However, he did say that he was going to make some executive actions, okay? And one of those executive actions, his first day of inauguration, was censorship to be done with on social media platforms. What do you think about that? Now, for all of you YouTubers out there and content creators, you know, that's a good thing. Even Facebook, that's a good thing. Speak your mind. They won't have you in the background shutting your channel down, giving you all of these bad excuses. It's not even a bad excuse. It's just an excuse. We don't like it. We're taking it down. You can't say this. You can't say that. You're being flagged by FBI, CIA agents, YouTube agents, whatever agents that there is on social media platforms, especially here on YOUTUBE. It's safe to say, with great intent from the President of the United States, your president, that those days are over. Those days are over, so maybe y'all can get your, get your feel on, get your word out, express yourself, versus suppressing that which you say or losing your video. Now with that's going to come some backlash, because not only will we not be censorship, that means anybody can say anything. That's according to Donald Trump. Not MO, don't blame me. This is according to Donald Trump. Do you think that is a good move? Do you think that is a bad move for social platforms? I don't. And the reason being because when your energy of what you want to say is suppressed by those in the background, well, you're really not getting your word out. Your message is not getting out. What you want people to hear is not getting out. And some things they just don't want other people to know. They suppress the truth. I mean, if this is a country that is so-called built on democracy, why don't they like truth? Could it be because this country was all based upon a lie, violence, slavery? I'm just saying. And many more brutal things like rape, chopping off the heads, yes, decapitation, slaughter. This is what this country was built off of. And they say that this is the greatest country on earth. What do you think? Do you think that the U.S. is the greatest country on earth? Do you think that Donald Trump will make America great again? I'm just saying. With these executive actions, another executive action that he's signing in his first day of office, again, okay, is in regards to genders. Females, males, gender benders. You know, it's like 50 names out there that you want to call yourself, you know, a gender. But Donald Trump says there's only two genders. That is male and female. I don't know where all of those people went to and that was watching. Did they disappear? Did they get shut down? Did they mess with the numbers? But I tell you, it's good to be back here in your FACE on this LIVE. On the Mo Show Chicago. And in addition to these new executive actions, he's talking about taking the Panama Canal back. Not from Panama, but from China. Wow. Donald Trump, military soldiers of the United States, and for the citizens of this country, do you think that the U.S. is ready for a war with China? I don't. I just don't. And besides, how many trillions of dollars is the U.S. in debt to China? However, the U.S. is making all of these or buying up weaponry. Could it be to fight China so they don't have to pay off the debt? Just from my understanding of the economy, mathematics, numbers, and strength of people, and we all know that China don't play. China could invade the U.S. And there's nothing that you all can do about it. Trump keeps talking about how we're on the brink of World War III. Is it China? This has been a long time coming. There's a lot of information that they're not disclosing to us in regards to China. Donald Trump said that the Panamanians, gave it to China, but China bought them out for the canal, and Donald Trump wants it back. And the only way that you can get it back is by force. You in debt to him already, man. How many trillions of dollars? China ain't giving you nothing back. Hell, Donald Trump even made the suggestion of making the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. That's got to pass Congress. He just can't write that out, and say, I'm going to do this today, I'm going to do that today. Certain things he can do in his power and certain things that he can't do. And those things you all have to be reminded of or have some type of knowledge of. But I can tell you this. He can't call a state of emergency like he's doing with the immigrants and say that the ICE raid is going to first take place in Chicago, which it should. I think it should first take place anywhere where they're at, especially those undocumented immigrants who have committed crimes against the police of this country, the American citizens of this country, and anyone else that legally supposed to be here, okay? Because they're not legally here. But they stealing, they robbing, jacking, selling drugs, shooting people, shooting police. Yeah, they need to get out of here. They need to get out of here, and I ride with Donald Trump on that point. Most definitely. Make America safe again, not make America great again. Do you get me? Make America safe again, not make America great again, because just from a historical point, when America, as the conservatives call America great, is when they had black people in chains, had Jim Crow laws, had color code laws. So if that's what he means, you know, that's not happening. That's not happening. It's not like back in the day, but then again, it just could be. But that depends on you. And if you allow that to happen, if we allow that to happen, and yes, I'm a part of this country, but I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Kamala Harris or Joe Biden. Neither one. Oh yeah, by the way, I know I gotta fix my joint. I know it's sort of crooked. I just ain't had time and ain't cared either, because I've had my mind somewhere else. Oh, and by the way, before we move on with this Trump thing, nope, I'll say that for later. But however, do you think Trump is gonna make America great again? Seeing that he has all of these social media or technical superstars on his team, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, you know, and the guy who created Metaverse, and I think his name is Neil Stephenson. He created it, but many entities own Metaverse, and yes, Mark Zuckerberg does have a hand in that, but he didn't create that. Okay, Neil Stephenson created that. So you got members like Apple, Facebook, probably Elon Musk got his hand in that too. Ain't no telling. But if you really want to know who the companies are, besides the people that I just told you, just do a little research, and you'll come up with all of the companies that they want to give you. I just said Donald Trump, make America great again. However, somebody disagrees with Donald Trump. In fact about it, they say that he is a dangerous cult leader. And this is one of his former followers. She was so adamant about Trump, about raiding the White House on January 6th. She had to denounce Trump. And this person is by the name of Pam Hemphill. Do y'all know who that is? If y'all don't know who Pam Hemphill is from Idaho. And she was one of those protesters who agreed that Trump got cheated out of the election. However, after spending 2 months in jail, 3 years of probation, and 60 hours of community service, and the woman is 69 when the event occurred. She was 69, so she's about 73, 74 years old right now. And she's telling the people how she was brainwashed by this dangerous cult leader, Donald Trump. Is Donald Trump a cult leader? Is he really? But you say he's your president. But I think that Pam Hemphill knows a little bit more about Donald Trump than you do. You know why? Because she was in his program. He's speaking words of what? You know what's what? Since he's just been inaugurated again as the 47th president. But she knows a little bit more because she was in that cult. You have to view her story. This woman was 69 years old when that happened. January 6, 2021. Okay? But now she has to change her mind. In fact about it, she wasn't only involved in the January 6th riot and the storm on the Capitol. Hell, she was in the storm of Idaho State Capitol. Yeah, with Ammon Bundy. Yeah, the great militia dude. She was charged there. She had something to do with that. Raising hell around the country for Trump when he's really a dangerous cult leader. Think about it. Think about the people that he got around him. Even Steve O'Bannon said that Elon Musk is a super racist. I'm just saying. I didn't say that. Steve Bannon said that. I didn't say that. Steve Bannon said that. He don't understand why Trump is surrounding himself with all of these racist people. Because these racist people got a plan to make America great again. You have residents that stays in Washington, D.C. that's not even coming outside today. Not because of the cold weather, but because they don't know what to expect. People are taking cruises. People are going to stand in cabins in other states somewhere. Yeah. Make America great again. Donald Trump. What do you all think about that? I'm just saying. Do you think he's going to make a difference in the lives of some people who don't look like him? Do you think he's going to make the difference in lives and people who don't belong to his golf club? His country club? Do you think he's going to make difference in the lives of people who don't live in this community? I mean, like, all people. Impacting them in a good way versus a positive way. That's the question that I'm trying to get to you. Do you think it's going to make a good positive, a good change for the whole country? Regardless of what, who you are in the crayon box. And all of you people who look like me, do you think Donald Trump is going to make a difference in your life? Who's that there? We finally got somebody in the chat room. All right, cool. I was able to catch you live. Oh, hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And that stranger who? He's in the building. What'd he say? Been ages, man. Yeah, it's been ages, bro. It's been ages, man. But I want to thank you for stopping by. I want to thank you for stopping by, stranger, for being in the chat room, because you could have been doing something else with somebody else, but you decided to stop here on the live that we have on THEMOSHOW Chicago today. I tip my hat to you. Yeah. And for those of you who are viewing but not saying anything in the chat, make sure you tell your friends, your families, your co-workers about THEMOSHOW Chicago and my other channel. If you are interested in traveling, having knowledge of self, getting some meat on your head, go to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTBE. Not to mention the fact that we got that smoke on this channel, which gives you meat on your head also. But for straight meat, straight topics, no intermixing of the news and history, go to that channel, MOPOWERZ. And if you are into gangster rap, R&B, spoken word, comedy, hip-hop, Chicago independent movies, go to my other channel, THEMOSHOW Classics. All one word, no space. THEMOSHOW Classics. All one word, no space. Here on YOUTUBE. And look out for Ooga Booga Radio. We just worked on a podcast Saturday night, late Saturday night. My man from Galactic Boy Entertainment is chopping things up. That's for his show. But I will be on that show and podcast with him. We are becoming a entity with some things. Yes. Yeah. You got to get along. You got to work together. because we need each other. Just like politicians. They work together and they need each other. Just like that. Ask Donald Trump, your new elected president. I'm just saying. Hey, speaking of presidents, you got Joe Biden, who's just left office. He gave a pardon to a political prisoner whom they say shot 2 FBI agents in Pine Ridge Reservation that's in South Dakota. Over 50 years ago, this took place, like almost 50 years. This took place in 1976. Yeah. The feds came in on the move and he wasn't having it, but they say he killed them. And Joe Biden gave the man pardon. He didn't ever think that he was going to get out of prison. They gave him 2 life sentences. They caught him on the run, you know, the Royal Canadian Police, and he was extradited back to the U.S., and his trial was in Fargo, North Dakota, not in South Dakota, where the initial act took place at. I'm just saying. Do you think the man got railroaded? And if you don't know who Leonard Peltier is, maybe you can read his book, you know, My Life is My Sundance. You should check that out. And he wrote a couple other books, but that was his main one. Yeah, My Life is My Sundance. Leonard Peltier has got released from federal prison. Joe Biden, I just say thank you. I'm sure that those American Indians who are on those reservations appreciate you doing that for them. Yeah, you know, that's what they call it, you know. Many people have many views on who the real Indians are, but I know, because we was already here first, before anybody. Donald Trump. Even before Donald Trump, okay, we were here. I'm just saying. Not only did Joe Biden give a pardon to, let me get some water here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my throat right now. Not only did Joe Biden give a pardon to Leonard Peltier, he gave pardon to his family members. Not only Hunter Biden, everybody knows about him. The big scam that he pulled off in the White House, you know what I'm saying? With all that cocaine, you know, gun, tax evasion, you know, and all that good stuff. Allegedly. But James Biden, which is Joe Biden's younger brother, Sarah Jones Biden, which is his sister-in-law, Valerie Biden Owens, which is his younger sister, Francis W. Biden, which is also another one of his younger brothers, and John T. Owens, brother-in-law. Yeah, not to mention the fact that he commuted sentences for drug offenders that weren't violent. You see where Big Meech is at right now, don't you? I'm just saying. If I'm not mistaken, was it over 2,000 federal inmates that he pardoned back on the street? Do you think that was a good idea? Or do you think that was a bad idea? I don't know, seeing that these drug lords that he put back on the street could possibly be back in business, doing the same thing that they were doing. I mean, if you go to the feds for drugs, you've been doing it for a while, so you know the ropes. And they say when you're incarcerated, your skills only get better. So I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm just saying, but if I spend 20-some years in prison for some drugs and the president pardons me, no, a common sense person wouldn't do that again. I know that I wouldn't do it again. You know what I'm saying? But all of these people that he's pardoned, drug lords, they didn't have violent cases. But isn't the selling of drugs violent since you're killing people? I'm just saying. I mean, here in Illinois, you know, one time they was giving you attempted murder for heroin because people were overdosing so bad. Yeah. 100. I just don't understand it. But he did it. So my thing is, for you all, before Donald Trump leaves office, maybe you want to ask him to pardon you. But according to Pam Hemphill, the 70-year-old woman who followed Trump and his cult, says that she will not accept a pardon from your president, Donald Trump. Hell, I don't care what kind of charge it is. Let me get pardoned, okay? Hey, if you look on my thumbnail, you will see Pam Hemphill. And I mean, she ready, you know. She's strapped up. But she's not following Trump no more, and she highly advised you not to do so either. What do you think about that? But getting back to Biden, I had to get that in because of the pardons and everything. Because she may be getting a pardon from Trump, but she says that she doesn't want a pardon from a felon. I still don't understand that. You're a felony, but yet you run the country. Hell, there's some workers whom he didn't pay that helped him build his building and then pay them. When the only thing he have to do is throw some lawyers in, you know, in the court, and they done, they finished. Free labor. So are you a trickster, a slickster, or a dangerous cult leader, Donald Trump? The U.S. want to know. I'm just saying. And speaking of presidents again, former President Barack Obama attended the inauguration of your 47th president. However, his wife didn't come with him. In fact about it, there was rumors about Barack Obama having an affair with Jennifer Aniston, and him and Michelle is getting divorced. I didn't believe that when I saw it anyway. Jennifer Aniston for Michelle Obama. Yeah. I don't see that trade happening, I'm just saying. Now, many people said that Michelle was a dude at one time. Another rumor, you know what I'm saying? There's rumors all over the place, but however, he just told his wife, Michelle Obama, that she's the love of his life. And nobody is going nowhere, basically, in a nutshell. I'm just saying. So all of those rumors, y'all can shut it down. In fact about it, according to People magazine, a source told them that Michelle Obama said that when things get low, when people go low, when people talk all of that nonsense and trashy talk, they just stay quiet. But I do like the way that Barack Obama handled the situation and told the world that you are the love of my life and we ain't going nowhere. So that kills your rumors, okay? That kills your rumors. They've been together 32 years. Do you think he's going to give her up for Jennifer Aniston? You got to be crazy. I'm just saying. Hey, would you trade your wife that you've been with for 32 years for Jennifer Aniston and you have the status of Barack Obama? Now, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with Jennifer Aniston. She's a nice looking lady. I just wouldn't trade her for Michelle Obama. I'm just saying. I know many of you would, though. Not I. Yeah. Stacey Mann had an affair with Jennifer Aniston. And Michelle Obama didn't go to the inauguration because she's got issues with Donald Trump. And she should have issues with Donald Trump. And so should her husband. I mean, Even Donald Trump, when he was president, talked about Barack Obama so bad and how he was an immigrant. And talked about his birth certificate and how he wasn't born in America. This and that, trying to discredit the man. Now, was it classy for Barack Obama to show up at his inauguration? Because he didn't have to show up. He didn't have to show up. Just like Donald Trump didn't fly the flag at half-staff for Jimmy Carter. I'm just saying. The political world is a big G-A-M-E. Just ask Pam Hemphill, you all. But we got some other things coming up later on tonight on this channel. Yes, The Mo Show Chicago. Uploads of We Got That Smoke. I know you've been seeing some rappers on my page right now, you know, the channel in regards to uploads, but that was to help promote the other channel, THEMOSHOW Classics, okay? Some things I had to snatch down, put them over here. So I wasn't going through all of the material I got just to place it up here, and I just snatch it down and place it up. Same video, just promotion for the other channel, okay? So if you haven't been over to that other channel, THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space here on YOUTUBE, go over there, subscribe, like, and share. And if you haven't been on my other channel, MOPOWERZ, all one word, no space, go over to that page, subscribe, like, and share. And before you leave, before you walk out the door, here on THEMOSHOW Chicago, I need for you to do the same. Press the subscribe button, hit the word all, and that notification bell to help ensure that you get videos, notifications, when I upload videos here on YOUTUBE. But tonight, we're going to be loading up. Even though I need some rest, I really need some rest. I've been focusing on some other things, but I've been taking a break. You know, sometimes you got to take a break, man. Just shut it down, you know. But leave something with the people for a couple of days and come back, just like I did. But needless to say, be here tonight because we got that smoke here on THEMOSHOW Chicago. And I want to thank you all for being in the chat. Stranger, what's your name here, man? He said Stranger Turbo Ranger. Damn. Stranger Turbo Ranger. I like that. Stranger Turbo Ranger, where you from, man? I'm from Chicago. Where you from, Stranger Turbo Ranger? So the next time that I see you here in the chat room, I can give you a shout out to the people and let them. Where you from? Tennessee. Goddamn, Tennessee. Hey, I just told my guys, they're on their way down to Florida right now. But I told them maybe they should just go as far as Tennessee, you know, versus all the way to Florida. Even though it's warmer in Florida, but you're going to have rain in Florida. But they don't care. They were just trying to get out the cold. Yeah, they're on their way down there right now. Driving. We always on that ROAD. And I want to send shouts out to all of the people out there in Tennessee. And you can give your thanks for giving me Tennessee a shout out because Stranger Turbo Ranger visited the chat room here on THEMOSHOW Chicago. I tip my hat to you all. We'll see you all later on tonight here on We Got That Smoke. Load up, get your popcorn, get your sodas, lemonade, whatever, what have you, you know what I'm saying? But we'll be back later on tonight. And we got some popping off on this channel, the other channel, MOPOWERZ. So today is going to be an upload day today. Just wanted to let y'all know that so that you all can be looking out for it, even though you may not get the notification. So it's very important for you to touch that bell. Don't cost you one red dime. You know that little bell right there? Yeah, press that bell and the word all. Okay. I'm just saying. I want to thank you all for viewing you all. Stay away from the po-po. Don't be drinking and driving. Don't be drinking and driving. What you say? Drive through on 80 all the time for work. Mostly driving for work. Yeah. Interstate 80. I-80 take you, man, from one end of the country to the other. It'll take you from the East Coast to the West Coast. I-80. I know about I-80, man. I'll be on I-82, okay? And then you find your way down to what? Eventually down to 95. Take you down to Florida. But I think you go from I-82, is it 65? And 65 some kind of way runs to 95 when you get down there in Tennessee, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? But eventually you gotta hit that 95. And if you're here in Chicago, Illinois, you got to get, depending on what area you're from, you can probably just take 55 south there and then run it over. But I understand the I-80 thing 100. If you've never been on I-80, it goes from the West Coast to the East Coast. I'm just saying. It's a nice ride. It's a nice ride. Just don't get stuck in that snow. And stay out that cold weather if you can. But if you're a person like me, a go-getter, I'm going back out in the cold. I just be, suited and booted for the cold. Yeah, like 2 coats, hat, gloves, scarves, 3 pair of pants. It's cold outside, okay? Stay warm, you all. Peace out. Never give up on your DREAMS. And thanks for viewing, you all. We love you.